Hello everyone, my name is Angelo from Doppiozero Cafe in Opera Street, and today for the Italian cuisine in the world we're gonna preparing a traditional Italian dish called the Carbonara, but we're using a slightly different twist in the recipe, and we're gonna proposing you risotto. So step by step we're gonna have a look and we'll show you what the best way to do it. Well, for this recipe we're gonna using traditional risotto riserva San Massimo carnaroli. Then we're gonna using guanciale. Very important to have a good guanciale from cured, and is Italian usually the one I use, and it's pretty good quality. Also we're using pecorino cheese grated, and then we have a mix of egg yolk and pecorino with black pepper to mantecato the rice at the end. Guanciale that we have pre-diced earlier, and we let it release all the fat. Make our guanciale nice and crispy. It'll take a few minutes to do it. Nice and slowly, gentle, release all the fat. Very important for our carbonara flavor. We're gonna add some black pepper. That is always good. It's a very generous portion of guanciale. As you can see, the guanciale released all the fat. That is very important to have flavor for our risotto. Once the guanciale is nice and crispy gold color, we're gonna removing and we keep it on the side. As you can see there, and we can keep it there on the side for later on. Next step we're gonna do is we're gonna toasting our rice into the same pan. Very important not adding anything in the rice, because need toasting first, and then adding a touch of white wine, and then we start cooking with our broth. The rice has to be toasted correctly at the very start, and need to have changing the color a little bit. It's going a tiny little bit golden at the end of the toasting. Once the rice starts getting a little bit golden color, then we can adding our white wine. We let the rice cooking into the white wine for a little while. We let the wine evaporating, and then we can start to go with the broth. The broth is a simple, basic vegetable broth we use in this particular type of risotto. And then we had part of the guanciale skin we added into the broth to give an extra flavor on the broth, so adding extra flavor for our risotto. So cooking time for risotto is very important, so we use our timer usually for 16 minutes, and then we leave a minute for the mantecatura at the end. Now guys, we are halfway through the cooking time, and you can see the volume of the rice start to increase as cooking away. At this point we're gonna having our risotto nearly ready. It's after 15 minutes, and we're gonna adding our pecorino grated. And then we keep cooking. In ordinary risotto, usually we're adding a note of cold bora, but in this case, because it's a carbonara dish and the bora doesn't really go well, we're adding a tiny bit of extra virgin olive oil in our dish to give it that little extra grease essential for the risotto, because we didn't have the bora. Our risotto, guys, is almost ready, and at this point we're gonna adding our egg yolk outside the flame. As always you do carbonara, because the eggs doesn't need to be cooked as scrambled eggs. Now we just give a little toss in the pan, and that's our risotto carbonara, almost ready. We give a few extra seconds of tossing. So our risotto is ready for serving. That's a bit generous. Okay. Then we're adding our guanciale, as you prefer to decor the plate. One or two extra peas is always good. And then we're adding our pecorino chip. Just to decor the plate. Now guys, this is our risotto carbonara, made it for the Italian cuisine in the world, and in this case, because it's the carbonara traditionally from Roma, Lazio region, I would offering you a side glass of prosecco from Carpinetti Chius. It's actually going very well with the carbonara risotto, so enjoy, and that's it.